Hey, you're welcome back. My name remains Dr. Akan David Chooks. We started in the part one presentation on the topic bank reconciliation, and we were able to explain what bank reconciliation is, what bank account is, and what bank statement is, and we also explain why there could be uh, discrepancy between the bank account and the bank statement, and we want to quickly explain those reasons why there could be discrepancies. Number one is uncredited checks. These are checks for which you've received payment and you lodge this check into your bank account, and for because the check must go through clearing, the value does not immediately drop, especially when it's not the check that the bank's check. The bank's check. Like for example, Union Bank, you could have the bank's check, Union Bank check. If a customer gives you Union Bank check and you pay it into Union Bank, you get an immediate value. However, if it is a third-party check, sorry, not a third-party, another bank check, it will need to go through clearing. Now, you have immediately recorded in your book as a value to you, but until the check goes through that clearing and clears, the value will not drop into your account. So this will cause a discrepancy. We also have the unpresented check. The unpresented checks are checks for which you make payments to your vendor for goods or services received, and for whatever reason the vendor decides not to present it to the bank for payment, and in your book you've already recognized it as an outflow, and that has reduced your balance, whereas the bank has not debited you for that payment because they've not seen any check. So that is called an unpresented check, and that also causes discrepancy. Number three rather, is a direct debit. Government does what we call direct debit right now. Is actually a new phenomenon where you owe the government, and maybe for tax liabilities, and the government will just debit you directly. You might not know until you see the bank statement. Number four, errors committed by the firm. That's when you commit an error of omission or commission. For example, you lodge in a check for 25 million and you write 25,000. You've committed an error, and until you get the bank statement you might not easily discover it. And the error too committed by the bank also can commit such an error where you lodge in a check of 25 million and the bank writes 2,500,000. By the time you get the bank statement, you reconcile. And we also have a situation where you get a direct payment by the debtors. If debtors owe you and they pay you directly without informing you, you might also not be able to put it down in your own books, and there will be discrepancy between your account and the bank statement. We also have dividends via electronic clearing system, where your account will be credited immediately, and you might not know because your account has been credited directly. You might not know until you see the bank statement. We also have bank charges. Bank charges are charges that the bank debits you for services rendered to you. For example, account maintenance charges, check issuing charges. They will not inform you that they're about to debit you because it's assumed that they have rendered those services for you, and therefore you should be debited. And until you get your bank statement, you might not know. We have dishonor check. Dishonor checks are checks that returned not cleared. So you've already recorded it in your books as a value to you, but by the time you present it, it goes through clearing and returned not cleared. So the book on your balance will be increased by that value, and when you compare it with the bank statement will be lower by that same value. So these are the reasons. So let me quickly do a rundown so that you could ask your questions immediately after you've gone through this this presentation, the reasons that could cause differences in your bank statement and your bank account. They are uncredited checks, unpresented checks, direct deposit by debtors, dividends received via electronic clearing system, bank charges, standing order, dishonored checks, errors by the firm or errors by the bank. I hope you've been able to understand what we are talking about. Please ask your questions and stay home, stay safe. God bless you.